what are some of the common mistakes that these students end up making when they're actually doing their job?
First thing first is not concentrating on your briefing, because your briefing, when you go for any event, your briefing is the most important thing. One event to the other, you'll never experience the same.
I think I have learned better communication, and I always feel that I am a good leader.
I have learned like how to manage time, like time management I've learned.
How to be punctual.
Yeah.
You need to know your worth, do your best, and just go with the flow. Right.
So we'll jump to that quickly. But how is that, I wouldn't say transition, how has it been from coming from all that glitz and glam to being the industry mentor for the first batch of students at IISCS? How has that journey been?
That could take us a bit. But all in all, for me, I have, when I was approached for this role,
Yeah.
of course, I was a little apprehensive because, I don't know how to. All I've dealt with was professionals, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it was a new landscape altogether. And I was a little bit apprehensive, not to say that, anyone's fault, but I would count it as my own fault because I had never given it a chance before. I've had interns with my company, but then it's not like student, faculty relationship. I had a lot of apprehension. But then when I came in and then I, get to know these guys, I think so. This is the second best job that I have ever been.
That's so
To
sweet.
be honest,
That's
yeah,
adorable.
second best job. I mean, right up the alley with event management.
I love it.
I
love
wouldn't
it.
say second best also. Right up the
So
alley.
I'm just gonna throw the floor open to you guys as well. Jump in anytime you feel like, ask any questions, and vice versa. But I'm just gonna quickly take over
Yeah.
for a second now. So yeah, it's lovely to know how it's been mentoring the first batch. I'd love to know, what are some of the common mistakes that these students end up making when they're actually doing their job?
First thing first is not concentrating on your briefing, because your briefing, when you go for any event, your briefing is the most important thing. So concentrate on that, and then have a little patience with people, because not everybody carries the same wavelength, right? Have a little patience. And on top of that, the third one, the most important one, is in fact, be humble about everything. You don't need to brag about stuff. You don't need to say that I did this, I did that, because I don't usually say it. Now we are in a setup where I need to answer the questions. Otherwise, most of the time I try to refrain from saying stuff like that. But at the same time, know your worth.
Yeah.
You need to know your worth, do your best, and just go with the flow, because there's nothing like it. You will never experience the same thing with any other event. One event to the other, you'll never experience the same. It's either bad, good, or best. So you can experience the same, these three at the same event, or you may experience it one at a time. But the thing is that your takeaway should always be this, that I did that event, and I did it to the best of my ability, and I know my limit, I know my capabilities. Now, where do I take this? What's my next? Do I want to touch another milestone with it, or do I want to stay back? But according to me, if you ask me, you should always strive for another milestone. That is how you are gonna grow.
100%. And I think you guys should keep your ears open, because everything he just said was for you. So I hope all of these things are things you actually concentrate on. And yeah, I think I'll just do a vice versa here. How has it been being the first batch of students at IISCS, if I may?
I think I have learned better communication, and I always feel that I am a good leader, and in IISCS.
Of course you do.
Thank you.
As always.
Thank you, sir. So, I don't know how to express this, but I feel that from now my journey has begun to being a good leader in this industry, and also make money through it.
I love it. I love it. I think this is a point that you guys, all three of you, wanted to speak. Go on it. Speak about it.
I have learned like how to manage time, like time management. I've learned.
Thank you very much.
How to be punctual.
Yeah.
And personality development.
Okay, that's amazing. And how has your personality developed?
Ongoing.
Ongoing?
Yes,
That's
of
amazing. That's
course.
amazing. Yeah.
It's always an
ongoing process.
An
Yeah,
ongoing
yeah,
process.
100%.
Personality can never develop in one go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
ongoing. I am still developing my personality.
We all are. We all are.
Yes.
I think he cut you off in the middle somewhere. You were saying something else, right?
Yeah, I've learned time management and leadership.
Leadership. Okay.
And how to be professional.
That's really nice.
That is very important.
That's great. So I love that, Dassa, so you're not just teaching them the theoretics of what event management is, but you're truly bringing in the experiences that you've created into making them professionals. And the way you started, saying that you were a little iffy about, mentoring a batch because you've always dealt with professionals. I think soon you're going to be dealing with professionals because of
fun
what you
fact.
make them.
Fun fact is this. I think so 2 months in, I realized that I shouldn't be treating them like students or like kids. I should be treating them like professionals, for that matter. So for me, it's very easy to treat a professional anyway, right? Because I've been dealing with a lot of them. So the day I took that approach, that was the day I realized that, they have a lot of potential, but it's only if they want to imbibe that potential.
100%.
So, but then I've seen a lot of growth in all of them, not just one, two, all of them.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Are you curious to know more?
Of course.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, which was our best performances in internships and in the events we did here?
Okay. I mean, it would be so unfair for me to choose one because you know how it is. I'm very diplomatic like that.
But it's okay. We'd love for you to be a little non-diplomatic just for these students.
A diplomatic is such a ruse. Never. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, let me. At IICS, I think so. The Children's Day event and the Christmas event was two of the favorites of mine. I mean, not to say that I don't like the others that we've done, but then they were one of the favorites, and then we did enjoy, right?
Yeah,
During those
100%, I
events,
loved
all
it.
of us. So those are the two events at IICS. And when you talk about internships, so I'll be very, very honest. Internships, because I am coordinating for them, and before that, Prishita, you coordinated for the internships.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to pick one because I wasn't there physically at the event. So I have not seen the performance. All I got were reports from these events.
Yeah.
So the reports that I get are all from all the events you did good. None of the events that I have gotten the report from were bad. So we were all good. So you're saved out there. I don't have to grill you for that.
And sir, among all of us, who do you think did the best job in internships?
Don't you think so? That question is only unfair. How do I choose one or two? It's not possible. So let me put it this way. Every one of you did exceptionally well. But then there are some of you who really succumb to pressures as well. Okay?
I want to come to that.
Yes. And there are some of you who really excel in these pressures. But that, I'll tell you, Prishita, only happen when they call me 10, 15 times a day. After they call me 10, 15 times a day, they're able to, to overcome these pressures.
So your mental preparation for these students is them being on call with you like 15 times a day at an event like, hi sir. How are those conversations? Take us through it. What do you mean you're calling sir?
It's all about the work.
It's all about the
So
work.
it's
Some
a,
people loses it.
So it's a ruse that they say.
We were giving little advice to sir.
No, I think you guys are like completely, bluffing me when you're saying that the guests are calling you. I think you're only calling sir 15 times a day. I think he's interning instead of you. That's amazing. So what are the questions you ask him when you call him?
Every little, like, anything happens in like an internship, I'll call sir, this happened, what we can do now. And then,
Give me an example.
like, I've just given an example कि मेरे को 3 बजे तक रुकना पड़ा था, तो
हाँ.
मेरे को सर को कॉल करा कि सर ऐसे लोग बोल रहे हैं कि 3 बजे तक रुकना है, तो सर ने मुझे यही गाइड किया कि अच्छे से काम करो और जैसे ही सेटअप फिनिश होता है आप चले जाना.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. You guys should be really lucky that you have a professor that's so available for you and
3
like
o'clock
picking
in
3
the
o'clock
morning.
Yeah. 100. He picked up your call at 3 in the morning.
He was coordinating me till I reached home.
That's lovely. That's beautiful.
Each and every one of them. I make sure. See that these are basic, right? When you send your, your students, they're kids.
They're your
you know?
children.
Yeah. So they're like my children. So what I do is I make sure that they reach home on time, regardless who is going for the internship. I make sure that they reach home on time and safe. That's my priority first thing. So I make sure to tell them, call me or text me when you reach home. So I am up until they reach their respective places. I don't
That's
sleep.
amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And sir, my question is how to manage stress and patience during events and after the events.
I tell the truth.
Yes, you must tell the truth.
So the truth is, managing stress and managing patience, it all comes within yourself. These things cannot be taught. I can only give you suggestions, right? How to deal with stress. But dealing that is you. Because we deal with stresses differently. Everybody deals with stress
Yeah.
differently. The way I deal my stresses, you won't be able to deal with it maybe. Or maybe your stress, I won't be able to deal it. So what is this thing? As I dial it down a little bit and then reflect, observe, and then go into it with a fresh perspective. You don't have to deal with stress then and there.
Yep.
Take a step back, observe, and then go into it.
100%.
Go into it with a fresh mind, fresh perspective, and find a solution to your problem. Because what creates stress? Problems. Right? Your problems should not come in the way whenever you have something like that to deal with. So stress is something that you have to deal with. Either way, whether you're working, you're just sitting around, or you're having a conversation with someone, stress can come in any form.
If I can be a little, if I can give you a more branding answer, because that's what I deal with at IICS, how you can manage your stress, Ansh, is taught to you by Radhika Verma and Sarika Mehta from Riskcraft Mind, who came
Absolutely.
here
Yes.
with their workshops, your confidence code and understanding. What was it? What was that workshop that Sarika Mehta ma'am took? Don't tell me I know more about your workshops than you do. Come on, this is a test.
Yeah. Come on, do you know anything? Don't look at me, because I don't know anything.
Events. Understanding yourself when you are
Good.
doing events.
Nice. What was the name of the workshop?
Name I didn't
Radhika
remember.
ma'am?
All I remember is bullet points.
Remember bullet points? What are those bullet points? Tell us. Guide, and she just asked you how to deal with stress now. Tell him how to deal with stress. What have you learned from Viscraft Mime?
ओके सो सबसे पहले तो अपने आप को हर सिचुएशन में काम रखना है. बी काम, बी ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव और ओवर थिंक बिल्कुल भी नहीं करना है.
Be calm and be positive. And the stress will go away. Thanks.
नहीं, ओवर थिंक बिल्कुल भी नहीं करना है, उससे नेगेटिव ही होगा सब. और सिचुएशन को समझना है, उसके ऑल्टरनेटिव्स निकालने अगर कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है तो. थैंक यू.
Do you have any pointers for your
No, I think this is fine.
classmate Ansh? No, you do not? Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, amazing. So I'll just quickly move on a little bit as well. It was so fun for these students to ask you all of these questions.
Yeah.
How the future of event management actually looks like.
Because if you get into the whole curriculum, then only you will know that it's not just one thing. It's millions and millions of things that you can learn.
Experienced, and we've spoken about how we were in event management without walkie-talkies and manually speaking to people,
Right.
to how we've come to living in a world today where the youth like you.
In that sense, the event management industry is only growing. It's not going to stop. They have a lot of questions because they're curious, right? So they have like, Acha sir, this also happens. How come?